Good morning, happy campers. I am up here at the old ghost town of Dewey today. Back up in the canyon a little ways. I'm hiking back up along the creek. Really just kind of enjoying the sights right now. Nice spring runoff. Cool, crisp morning. Beautiful flowers all over the place. Sights like that all over up here. Different colors. So I'm going to do a little detecting once I get to where I think I may want to go, or not. I've got the White's MX7 with me. I'm going to be running in all metal mode. Sensitivity turned up to get a little more depth out of it. And we'll check that out. There's a little red-headed woodpecker. And we'll go from there. All right, we'll see you in a bit. Hey everybody, I'm back again. I haven't found a whole lot, just I found a heavy power wire, steel power wire from back in the day when they had the power running up the canyon here. And a nail, some barbed wire. It was a modern nail, round nail. And just here I just dug this big nail. Went into a big beam. Somebody was up here doing stuff. Alright, well, little info for anybody that doesn't know. Dewey was Idaho gold mining, silver mining town back in late 1800s up into the 1900s. They had a hotel, a power plant. It was one of the first power plants in Idaho, and really nothing left of it yet anymore except for some concrete foundations and stuff like this. I have found an old cork top whiskey bottle up here before, and some porcelain bone china from England company. I was able to track it back to a company back in England in the late 1800s. All right, well, let's get back to hunting. Hi everybody. Yeah, I just had that hole there. MX7 said it was a nickel or a pull tab. I figured somebody up here left their beer can or their pull tab off their beer can. So I dug that out. Possibly an old fuse. I don't know if that's aluminum or lead. It's pretty heavy, so I'm thinking that might be lead. And then I took it down to the creek, right down there. Wash it off a little better to get a better look at it. And in the creek was this piece of plate. Old porcelain china plate. Cool beans. Yeah, they were up here. Pretty empty place, but people were here. All right, let's keep hunting. Hey everybody, I'm back again. Just had a signal there. Pulled out this little chunk of iron. Beam hanger. Yeah, when you look up here, you go, wow, what were they doing up here? To be up here in the day. Back over that direction is farming community of Reynolds. Used to be one of the stopping points for people coming up, heading to Silver City. Silver City's over that direction. Ruby City, Silver City. Silver City's still a functioning old town. The Delamar mine is back over that direction. That's still a functioning mine, gold mine. This place was rich in gold and silver. Brought a lot of people into the area. All right, heading on back to hunting. Hey everyone. Yeah, over there across the way, old building. First time I come up here 20 years ago, hiking up this canyon, some of these buildings were still partially standing. This one over here, back over where all the rusty metal is at, there's a piece of an old boiler there. Some big old iron chunks. That's the side I normally hunt. This time I decided to come to this side of the creek and work my way up through here. All right, let's keep hunting. I did go down to the creek, panned one pan, see if there was any color in it. There was one super small piece of gold dust in it, and dumped it back into the creek, and then I'm back to hunting. Hey everybody, back again. This hole here, I figured it'd be a bullet, some sort of old button, snap of some sort. Has a silver wash on it here. This side looks like it's got a coating of lead on it. And then this side, as you can see, is just rusty. Pretty cool. People were here. On to the next. Hey everybody. Out of that hole, an old horseshoe nose. All right, let's keep going. Hey everybody, how you doing? Well, I've made it to the cricket swarm. Cricket season is upon us. Yeehaw. Alright, let's keep hunting. Thought you might want to see this. They're cannibals. Every one I step on, they'll go ahead and eat. Hey everybody, back again. Yeah, I'm on the, hopefully the lower end of the cricket swarm. There's still a few of them right in this area. That hole there, it's got a nice loud signal. Get off me. Got me another horseshoe. Oh yeah. Whew. Still has a lot of nails in it. Love getting horseshoes. All right, on to the next. Hey everybody, back again. I crossed to this side of the creek because there's less crickets over here. The other side I can still see it moving, but now I got to go back over there because I just come across this foundation framework. I don't want to set my machine down because they're all over this rock that I'm at. Let me figure out how to do this. So I'm going to go over there and detect around there and see what I can find. This hill behind me is like a, oh, what would you call it? Ridge between this and the main canyon on the other side. I've never come up this side of the canyon on this side of that ridge. It's not very big. I've gone across that ridge multiple times, but haven't ever come to this side. So obviously I see something over there. I've got to go detect. All right, let's go invade the crickets while they're invading me. Now this place is rich, rich, rich with iron. But I just pulled out this little buckle. It's in pretty sad shape. It's seen better days, that's for sure. All right, on to the next. Well, I just got half of an old door hinge, looks like. Not really sure, it's just a little piece, but it's got screw holes in it for flathead screws. So I'm guessing door hinge. And I worked my way over here. Just got this set of springs, maybe a couch, or I'm not seeing anything else. I'm seeing barbed wire. Looks like a barrel wrap strap, then a heavy piece of iron right there. And I'm going to work around this area a little bit more. I was just pulling horseshoe nails and round nails out of that, so it's kind of tells me it's not really that old. It's not square nails. All right, on to the next. Okay, well, here we are. I just come up a little bit. There's the pile of iron back there in that rock. And I started working up here because I saw water pipes pointed up that direction, sticking out of the ground, about 1.5 inch water pipe. And I just got this square nail. Okay, that's older. Cool. Let's keep hunting. Square nail was there. Right here. Another square nail. On track to something. Keep going up there and see if I can find where the square nail is coming from. Out of this hole right here. Shell casing. WRA 38 long. Cool old puffball sitting right there. Yeah. Well, Just dug signal there. Had an overload on the machine. And that's why. Old lead sealed tin can. Out of that hole there. UMC number 10. Hi there, it's been a while. Kind of come into no metal area, but I did just come across this hole here. Big old horseshoe nail. All right, let's keep hunting. I'm gonna work up this little ravine a little bit and then go back up that direction. Well, coming up on someone's claim stake. If I can hold still. So I'll turn to the left here. Cut across this way. I hit a claim stake up on top. A lot of people claim that stuff out here and come up here with detectors and hunt nuggets. I don't want them thinking I'm trying to get their nuggets. So, like I said, I'll cut across here now. Check out this old glass. See the bubbles in it? Too bad that's not in one piece, huh? Looking back that way, I can almost see the road. I'm almost high enough to clear the trees and see the road. All right, back to the hunt. Hey everybody. It's been a while. I had to use my Sawyer filter, refill my water bottle because I ran out of water. And but I've been working down this little dry wash here, and look at what I got. Worn pretty thin. Another horseshoe, 2 horseshoe day. Yeah, that is awesome. All right. You know it's a good day when you get 2 horseshoes. Check out that red piece of quartz there. Cool. All right, on to the next. Hey everybody. Still working my way down that dry wash. Creek's right down there. I just got a signal down here. Said it was iron, and it was not kidding. Big old hook. That was a tough one to get to. My gosh, there's a lot of rocks in there. All right, back to the next. Out of that hole there. Buck knife. Out of that hole. Out of the plug. Nice bullet. Well, back again. Had a hole right there. I've just been finding square nails and horseshoe shaped nails, staples I guess they're called. And I just come across this old lead ball. Hey everyone, I'm working my way back down. That hole right there with all the ants all upset at me. Pulled another buckle. This one's in better shape than the last one. Everybody, I'm back down to the car. I'm worn out. Sunburned again. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Alright. Well, I'm going to do the wrap up of everything I found. See, agate, red quartz. That was kind of neat because it had the hole in it. When that was wet, that looked really cool. See if I can't polish it up a bit. Bunch of mica in the quartz. Two horseshoes, bullets, vaccination tag off a cow. This hook, I've seen these on like the old wagons for the wagon trains and things like that. They were hooked chains, possibly for using as a brake, stopping the wheel, going downhill. I don't know. But I have seen hooks like that on those old wagons. There's the piece of the hinge. This piece full of lead and something like that. Maybe, like I said, maybe electrical. The two buckles, square nails, come on, focus. There's the button. Okay, it's not wanting to focus, but couple of plates, pieces of plate, should I say. Shell casings, 38, the 10 gauge, 22s, the lead sealed can, tin can, the buck knife. I can't get the leather to let go of it. It shrunk down on the leather. So that was it for today's hunt. It was a good day. I enjoyed it. And good luck on all your hunts.